If you now want betray, fire friend let me.
Bombe oh, fire friend let me. Bombe jene oh, fire friend let me. Bombe, fire friend let me. Bombe jene oh, fire friend let me.
Hey, see bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie da la bestie, fire friend let me.
I say, see bestie, wanting to heavy, fire friend let me. I hear them say, they want me go, I say,
Some of them say they want me go,
I say,
Some friends you know, oh. Some friends you know, oh. Some friends you know, oh. Friends you know, oh. Hey, see bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie da la bestie, fire friend.
I say, see bestie, wanting to heavy, fire friend let me. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. They won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah.
Friendship, see friendship. Can't see Papa T friendship. And I want no back for friendship. And I want now wedding friendship. Wangolo, Wango for bestie, Wango for daddy, Wangolo.
I hear them say they want me go, I say, I hear them say they want me go, I say,
Some friends you know, oh. Some friends you know, oh. Some friends you know, oh. Friends you know, oh. Hey, see bestie, the bestie not friend by my bestie. The bestie da la bestie, fire friend.
I say, see bestie, wanting to heavy, fire friend let me.
DJ Young T.
You got funny leg, Johnny. You funny. Yeah.
Beats.
You're not yelling. You see what you do?
Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. We at the telly and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Forever my lady like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on not a man, I hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby. You the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers, and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer catch you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that
waiting too long for the car business under the hassle.
Wow, you hear about the app in Liberia called Minida right here?
Minida, what Minida got to do anything?
Minida is a ride-sharing app in Liberia that making transportation so easy. You can download the Minida app on your phone and be able to request bike, taxi, keke, big bus, small bus all around Liberia. And the good thing about it, every time you open Minida app, Minida will always provide you your pickup address. All you have to enter is your destination address. Destination address simply means where you are going.
So I need internet service?
Yeah, you get it. Of course, you need internet service. You have to be able to use your internet service and download Google Maps first. Secondly, you have to go into your phone settings and turn on your location. And then you download Minida app and begin to request ride all across Liberia. We're all fighting for a car and we're all standing long time on the road.
So how do I connect to drivers?
You get it very easy. The drivers will also sign up and follow the same instruction I'm telling you now. They would be able to turn on the location in the phone settings and download Google Maps and download Minida Driver app. And then the moment you make a request, the driver will be able to receive your ride request. And another good thing is your family members and your friends from all around the world can be able to request ride for you in Liberia. You get.
So how do I pay?
You get. All you can pay with is your bank card, and you can pay with Rooster or Orange Mobile Money.
Is that easy?
Yeah, that's how easy it is, you get.
So me now that transportation made easy. Oh, thank you, my brother. Let me go download my app, yeah. Transportation made easy, oh.
For more information on how to download Minida app and use Minida app, you could go over to YouTube and search Minida Liberian.
Are you looking for auto insurance, home insurance, and life insurance? Or a business owner looking to insure your business? Well, we can help you with that. At Patience Noah Insurance, we know that insurance is hard to understand. That is why, as an independent insurance agency, we work with you to find tailor-made insurance for you or your business with the multiple insurance companies we work with. Whether you are looking for general liability, professional liability, workers' compensation, business auto, trucking insurance, personal auto insurance, home insurance, or life insurance, we are here for you to help you find coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Visit our website at patienceNoahINS.com or give us a call at 508-321-2083. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or TikTok at Patience Noah Insurance.
Are you a member of an alumni association, an organization, a public or business agency, or a political party in Liberia or any part of the world? I have good news for you. You can now have your own private social community just like Facebook, exclusively for members of your organization. Your members will be able to download your social app from the Google or App Store or go directly on your mobile-friendly website, sign up, get verified, and start interacting with other members of your community, just like Facebook. If you are tired of intruders invading your organization's private Facebook groups, then it's time to get an online social community of your own that will look and function just like Facebook. And you will only need to buy us a soft drink once a year for annual hosting and maintenance. We don't charge you. You pay what you can afford. We take care of everything else. Now you don't have to worry about Facebook banning you anymore. Call or WhatsApp +231 886 511 or call +1 307 8777 110. Let's get your social community on the road, just like Facebook.
Are you in search of a credible, trustworthy, and professional real estate company? Well, your answer is yes. Realty Liberia Corporation is a solution to all your real estate needs. They provide real estate management, broker the sale or purchase of real properties, facilitate real property rental arrangements. They do property appraisals and title searches. Their effective and competent U.S. trained team boasts of over 30 years of experience working in the residential and commercial real estate space of America. They are a 100% Liberian-owned company located ideally on 4th Street, Sycam in the Oregon compound. They can be reached on cell phone numbers +231 888 282 828 or 231 775 282 828. They are found on the internet at www.realtyliberia.com. Ladies and gentlemen, stop by today at their 4th Street Sycam office and tell them.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sycam Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sycam Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sycam Motors on the UN Drive at Town, Bushra Island, or call Sycam Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sycam Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Welcome to the program. You're listening to the Costa Show. Today is the 10th day of November 2022. And the time in Monrovia is 10:29. The time in Delaware is 5:29. You know, because of the 1 hour difference in the time, we've had to adjust the time we do the show from this side so that the time in Liberia remains the same. So that's why we're now doing the show at 5:30. It will take some time for our audience in the United States to catch up, but you know. So normally, you know what I've noticed, Pwakai, over the last few days since the time got moved up by an hour, I have noticed that people would, I see more people joining the live Facebook and YouTube podcasts around 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., because that's when they're used to catching the show. So it's going to take time. But good morning to you all. Good evening to you and welcome. George, why am I still hearing that noise? And I should not be hearing it at all. Yeah. But good morning, boy.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good to be here with you this morning. I think this is the weekend's edition.
Yes, we're not doing the show tomorrow. Now, listen, is it true that the census is really happening tomorrow? I mean, I've seen these reports that it is being moved to January. Is that true?
The issue about the census is not clear yet because uh, even numerators haven't received their transportation from one place to another. Their place that they are lodging and other things. So we just in doubt on whether the census will happen on tomorrow or not. So we just here. All we know, the president have declared tomorrow as holiday, and
there's been no official statement from the government
no official statement yet
regarding the census, whether they're moving it to January as it's been reported or alleged, or whether it stays the same tomorrow.
Yeah, there haven't been no statement yet.
So, which in that case means that the census is still on course to happen tomorrow. Look, let me tell you something. I can imagine what a logistical nightmare it is to deploy thousands of enumerators across the country to conduct a census in one day. I mean, these people have to be all over the country so that on Friday tomorrow, beginning what time? 6 a.m. So they can begin going from door to door. I mean, I want you to understand this. Liberia may not be a very large country, comparatively speaking, but we're still, you're talking millions of people spread across 15 political subdivisions or counties, and these people have to go from door to door. I mean, do you even trust that these people would visit every single household, every single town, every single village? Folks, I want you to just visualize what a mammoth logistical challenge this is. I mean, this is huge. 15 counties. Take Montserrat alone, the largest county, the most populous county. You have to be in every part of Montserrat to count every individual. Wow. This is a huge thing. And this, and with all the problems that we've seen, rearing its ugly heads before this whole census thing, I have no doubt that the census will not be credible. No doubt.
Yeah, Costa, and I support you on that because if numerators can receive transportation today being the last day to the census, how would they get from one place to another? For even if, for instance, if you were a son in Nima County or even in Grand Bassa County, up to now you haven't received your money. Where are you going to receive that money? How will you go about doing everything to move from here to Nimba, get sleeping place, prepare yourself, reach out to the community, where in the community? You don't know the place, Costa. That's the first thing. So you should take at least 1 or 2 days and go and know the place before going there to check or count the people. But nothing of such. Up to now, numerators don't get money. They don't have transportation, lodging, and other things. How are we doing this? And Costa, tomorrow, even though the president have declared as holiday, but for us Liberian, we just take it as normal day because we ain't seeing any light. Any light.
Now, to make matters worse, there are some people who are saying that they're not going to cooperate with the enumerators tomorrow. I don't advise that. If an enumerator shows up at your house, I'm letting my workers stay home. Because of the census, we're not going to do the show tomorrow. If an enumerator shows up at your door, please cooperate and be counted. What should we do? Boycott the process because we don't believe it to be credible? No, we shouldn't. We should still participate. We should. We're not going to boycott the process. So please, this is my appeal to you. When they show up tomorrow, please cooperate, be counted. That's what I have to say to you. Now, folks, let's move on to something else here. We have to talk about the results in Minnesota. Fellow Liberians, speaking of Minnesota, we're going there tomorrow morning. My team and myself, we're going to attend a wedding, a traditional wedding for a sister of ours. I want to say this to you. Brother Winfred Russell, he was a councilman. He was elected to the Brooklyn Park City Council some 4 years ago, representing the West District. He did a phenomenal job as councilman, benefited, brought tremendous benefits to the Liberian community in particular. I have nothing but amazing things to say about Russell, not just me, tons of people. But Russell did run a great campaign, a fantastic campaign. Winfred Russell was endorsed by 5 members of the city council, including the outgoing mayor, Lisa Jacobson, the immediate past mayor, Jeffrey Lundy, who's now a commissioner. Russell went door to door, canvassing support, did all he could, everything he could in his power. But there are just some of our people who do not care. A good number of people, we don't know exactly how much impact this may have had on the results. But we saw a number of Liberians on social media campaigning against Russell. Liberians in Minnesota who call themselves seditionists, Liberians from outside of Minnesota who are well-known, unapologetic, avowed seditionists. They went all about saying the nastiest things about Winfred Russell, that Russell was against George Weah, and therefore they were asking all seditionists in Brooklyn Park who were eligible to vote to not vote for Winfred Russell. Yeah. Liberians, I've seen tons of, some of them said because the likes of Henry Costa was supporting Russell, the likes of Dillon was supporting Russell, that was enough reason for them to not vote for Russell. Now, as I said, I do not know, we do not know, cannot gauge exactly how much impact this may have had, but clearly they chose Russell's African-American opponent, Hollis Winston, over Winfred Russell. They didn't say Russell was a bad leader. They didn't say Russell hadn't done anything for the Liberian community. They didn't say anything like that. Of course, my dear sister Love, we have to take into consideration that he was running against the Democratic Party too. That's true. Russell was running against a guy who was endorsed by the Democratic Party. The entire Democratic machinery was behind him. He had more resources, and the entire party was behind him. It must be said. Russell did very, very well. Russell picked up over about 10,000 votes. I mean, he did extremely well. Hollis Winston got about 15,000 votes or something. I need to see the final tally, but Russell did extremely well. He did extremely well. And so they say that was their issue because Russell does not support George Weah. So even though Russell is a phenomenal public servant who's done a great job for the people of Brooklyn Park, the people of Minnesota as a whole, the Liberian community in the United States, particularly those affected by the DED or those who find themselves in the DED category or immigration situation, and we know all the work Russell did along with others to try to secure a pathway, some sort of relief for those Liberians. We know all of those things. Yet some people said they were not voting for Russell, and they were telling people to not vote for Russell because Russell supports or does not support George Weah. I haven't seen where Russell has come out swinging against George Weah. I mean, if you have, please do tell me. Now, Russell is a Liberian like the rest of us. He may be an American Liberian or a Liberian American, but he is originally from Liberia and does care about Liberia. From time to time, Russell would make very, very moderate, and that's the man he is. Russell's not a radical. He's not a radical like Henry Costa. He would make moderate, benign observations about things in the country that he's unhappy about. He would offer up recommendations. He likes to do that. He would always, Russell would never almost never say anything without saying, this is it. But then again, that may not have had any significant impact on the election results. So let's not let them take glory for that. But it's just sad that some of them even did that. Well, Hollis Winston has been running for mayor for a long time now, and he was supported by the Democratic Party. It must be said. And that is a huge base to be supported by. They endorsed him, they raised money for him, and it must have really helped him. Not a lot of our people do vote, but Winter Russell did a great job. He got over 10,000, just about 10,000 votes. That is huge. That is huge. So Hollis Winston won the election because the Democratic Party and the Democratic machinery was behind him. And that is why we believe he won the election. So don't let stupiditians take credit for it. But still, it must be said that a lot of them came out and said all kinds of crazy stuff and all kinds of nonsense. Look, Russell doesn't like people from this part of the country. He doesn't like these people. All that kind of rubbish. Some Liberians did do that, and that must be said. So we just wanted to, but I'm gonna when I go tomorrow, my man Russell and I will catch up. We'll probably have lunch together or something like that. And it is not over. It is he will continue to fight for the community, and we will be discussing next steps. Good. So another thing I like to talk about here is the Ministry of Information. We talked about this yesterday morning. We're told that the workers at the Ministry of Information will indeed stage their protest today, as they had said they would. This morning or this afternoon, they're going to start their protest at the ministry.
They are already protesting. They started an hour ago.
Thank you.
And the protest is well on course.
Good.
And they normally have the
Thursday Ministry of Information press conference, but they moved it to LEC today.
Yeah, they have to relocate it today because of the protest.
That is correct.
Costa, yesterday, they issued a memo that they should meet. They want to meet the employees of MICAT yesterday to.
But hold on. There's a critical piece of information I need to add. Mm-hmm. When Eugene Nangbe heard from the Costa Show yesterday that the workers were going to be protesting today, primarily because of the ghost names on their payroll, ghost individuals who do not work for the ministry, individuals such as former Lone Star player Christopher Ray and Janje Jacobs. Eugene Nangbe sent $5,000 by a courier, $5,000 US. Eugene is out of the country. He's out of the country with George Weah. Eugene Nangbe sent $5,000 US to help quell the protest, to placate and pacify the protesters so that they will not protest. When Eugene sent the money, we're told that it was rejected. It was rejected by the workers of the ministry, and they said they would go ahead and do their protest today. I just wanted you to know that Eugene Nangwe tried to bribe the protesters to not do the protest because it would embarrass him, because he was the one who put these people on the payroll. You know, he put these people on the payroll, and these people have not been working, and they've been collecting money that they shouldn't be collecting. Yeah.
And we will try to speak with one or two persons from the protesters. I have their contact. I'm trying to get in touch with them. But Costa is serious though. People that ain't doing the work are getting the money, while those that are doing the work are not getting the money. So our brother coming out today is something like they shouldn't have even allowed this to happen, because it's a disgrace that the communication arm of the government can be protesting on low salary. What message will they be able to send out there to Liberians for Liberians to buy for the
Well, not
government?
just no salary, but the primary issue here is they're protesting because they have ghosts on their payroll, and these ghosts should not be there. And they were put there by Eugene Nagbe, and the people want the ghosts removed from their payroll. And of course, you know, the way they've been treated, they are not receiving a salary and stuff like that. Yeah, but go on.
Yep. So that's basically it, and we will try. Let me see, I'm trying to get the spokesperson for them on the line, but
Yeah,
this
let's try to get the spokesperson on and hear them out.
Yep.
Yeah.
It will not only stop Costa, it will not only stop to the Ministry of Information. Other ministries have started, but it's still under the carpet. A week from now, you'll see it surfacing to various ministries. They have to come out. They issued about LOSA, and a lot of government, a lot of employees, ghost employees are on the payroll. They are not working and taking money.
Yeah.
Remember when CDC won the election, there were listing flying all around, you know, mobile models sending people to other places.
Party headquarters, yeah.
Party headquarters, all of these names are there. And up to now, they are receiving money that they are not working for. So there's been a long time thing. Costa, do you know that at the Ministry of Information, people are taking home 45 USD with 200 Liberian dollar as salary? Yes.
Well, I saw that payroll yesterday. I just saw $102 for somebody, but that was not the whole payroll. But it's sad. Yeah, it's very sad that people would be paid that kind of money. It's really, really sad. People should not be paid that kind of money in this day and age with inflation and all. That is nothing. Nothing. And these people have to pay their way every day to go to work, right?
Yeah, they have to.
It's sad. That money is not enough to even pay your way for a month. You know, it's just really, really sad. Well, Baga will try to get their spokesperson there. So yesterday, Samuel Tuer was on radio, and he said a lot of things. I didn't really watch. I just watched a little bit of the show. But a few things I'm told he said. I'm told he talked about some $50 million that the government of Hungary has promised as investment incentive. I just want to provide some education on that. Do not be deceived to think that money he talked about. Guys, why is that thing still giving trouble, man? Yeah, it should not be giving trouble, George. You say you got a new cable. It should not be giving trouble. And it is from your end. You can't say it's from my end. So yesterday, I'm told I talked about some $50 million and mentioned Hungary or Hungary having something to do with it. And he said something along the line that the money was pledged to Liberia when the president went to that talk shop in Morocco. And he tried to tout that $50 million pledge from the Hungarians as one of the things that they had accomplished from going to the talk shop in Morocco. Now, I just want to say this to you. That $50 million investment incentive package is not for the government of Liberia. It is not money that the Hungarian government is going to be disbursing or releasing to our government for them to spend it however they like. No. According to what I've gathered, that money is more or less like a guarantee, like an investment incentive guarantee, sort of, for Hungarian business people who want to come to Liberia or who might want to come to Liberia. Now, we don't know of any Hungarian business people who have expressed interest in wanting to do business in Liberia. But if there are Hungarian business people who would like to come to Liberia to invest, then that money would be an incentive for them. It is for Hungarians. So let's put it this way. The Hungarians are essentially saying, if some of our citizens would like to go to Liberia to invest, we're putting up this $50 million package. This money is for them, is to incentivize them to go to Liberia to do business. Now, I mean, it can't even be a good thing. Why would the Hungarians be offering $50 million to incentivize their people who would like to come to, who might want to come to Liberia to invest in the country? I mean, is there something wrong with Liberia that Hungarians would have to be incentivized to come to the country? Clearly, there is something wrong with the country. I mean, that you would be putting up money to say, hey, this is any of our citizens who like to go to Liberia to do business. We are putting up $50 million as an incentive package for you to go to Liberia if you want to go to Liberia to do business, because Liberia is a risky terrain. It's a high-risk country. It is a country where you're going to face a lot of obstacles in even getting your business started, even getting meetings with government officials. It is going to be a problem. Lydia Nimley asking, how about Liberian Hungarian? Sorry, Lydia. Show me one Liberian Hungarian. Well, you see, that's one of the benefits of being, one of the perks of being a citizen of a decent country such as Hungary, that they can be putting up 50 million and say, hey, Lydia, you want to go to Liberia to invest? Here's a $50 million package. Yeah, not for you entirely, but it's an incentive package, and you stand to benefit a few things here and there. Yeah. So yeah. So, but the fact that that the Hungarians have to put up an investment package, an incentive package for their citizens who might want to come to invest in Liberia. And Liberia is not really a deal for people to invest in. I mean, you don't have electricity, you don't have a decent internet, you don't have security is very, very bad. Your overall infrastructure is not encouraging. The investment indicators are very poor. A very small market, one of the poorest populations in the world. Who's going to want to come to Liberia to invest? There's very little you have to offer. You know, very, very little. That's why most of the people who come to your country are people coming to invest in the extractive industry, to extract your resources and take it out without any value addition. And you talk about value addition. You cannot do value addition in the absence of affordable, stable, reliable electricity. You cannot do value addition without the infrastructure to support it. You are not attractive, period. Look, let me tell you something. Even the next government, don't let the next government tell you, oh, when we come here, we'll bring a lot of decent manufacturing jobs. It's a lie. They're not going to be able to do that. Our government will not be able to do that because Liberia does not have the infrastructure for manufacturing. Are you Liberia? Oh, why people get open factories in a country? You got 5 million people. Most of them cannot afford. Over 65% of the population lives in less than $1.25 a day. You don't have electricity. You don't have running water. You don't have security. You have a very impoverished population with limited purchasing power. Who's going to open a factory in your country? Even your ports is prohibitively expensive to import things into the country. So I mean, Liberia is just an attractive country, and that's what you need to understand. You have nothing to offer. The only thing you have, raw materials, you know, and that's why people just extract and export, export. You can't. Why you want somebody to build a supermarket in Liberia? How many Liberians can afford to go to a supermarket? I mean, some Chinese dude went and built a shopping mall, well, Liberian Center. You say mall. You remember the mall, Bugger? Well, what is it? What is it called? That mall up Maba Point?
TM Mall.
Huh?
TM Mall.
TM Mall. Some Chinese dude went and built a mall with a movie theater in it all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And they were leasing stores in the mall for $40,000 a year. Are you kidding me? $40,000 a year. Do you know for $40,000 a year in rent that you have to pay in rent? Do you know how much money you have to make in profit? Eh? Do you know how much money you have to make in order for you to be able to afford a $40,000 a year store? And the mall it collapsed. The building is there.
Yeah.
Nothing is happening. Liberia does not have the capacity, the economic infrastructure to support a whole lot of businesses. You can build a mall in Liberia right now. It will fail because Liberians are poor. You don't have a middle class. You go to Ghana, you got West Hill Mall, you got Accra Mall. I'm telling you, there are so many things you can't do in Liberia. It will not work because your economy is so primitive. People are so poor. There's no middle class. You think that regular people go to mall? Eh? The poor man doesn't go to mall. It's the middle, it's the middle income people. Middle income people are the ones that go to mall. And that's why those things cannot work in Liberia. There's so many things that cannot work in Liberia. So many things. Because our economy, we have not built our economy to the level where it has the capacity to absorb, to accommodate such businesses. You can't. I'm sorry, you just can't. Eh? Why do you think there are more Kobo shops in the country than fast food joints? How many people can go to eat at a fast food spot? Most people cannot afford in Liberia.
Yeah.
Most people can afford to eat in a Kobo shop. Liberia just doesn't have the capacity. It does not. When you look at it, I remember a couple of years ago, we took Henry to Ghana. We went for a vacation to Ghana. This was in 2019 March, and I had to go to the mall to buy Henry some Pampers. That was when Henry was still wearing Pampers. And I went to West Hill Mall, and West Hill Mall is not even the top mall in Ghana. The top mall in Ghana is Accra Mall. And when I got in the mall, I was like, oh my God, this is really nice. I mean, you could find almost anything there. You know, I mean, it's not the same thing like the Christiana Mall right here about 15 minutes away, or King of Prussia, which is one of the largest malls on the East Coast. But still, it was a very nice mall, and that's because it didn't happen overnight in Ghana. It took a long while before Ghana could do that, before they could build shopping malls. Ghana, Boaga, you got houses, people build houses, you got real estate companies developing houses and flipping them for $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Can you imagine what that? How many Liberians can afford to buy a condo for $1 million or $1.5 million? No, I'm sorry. You can't. But you can do that in Ghana. There's a building in Ghana called the Villaggio. It's the tallest building in Ghana. The Villaggio. Emmanuel Shaw has a penthouse there in the Villaggio. So when I was in Ghana about 2 years ago, Telly and I went to visit a friend of hers in the Villaggio. It's a beautiful building. You can see it almost from anywhere in Accra. It's the tallest building in the city. At the top of the Villaggio, the new one, they've got a roof. They've got a rooftop pool, a swimming pool at the top of this building. I think the Villaggio is about 30 stories tall, or something like that. And when the Villaggio was being constructed, I was told that people were already, most of the apartments or the penthouses in the Villaggio were already taken before the construction was completed. And these penthouses were going for $700,000, $800,000, $1 million. Well, how many Liberians can afford to buy that? So if you were to build something like that in Liberia, it would not sell. It would not sell because you are too poor. You are too freaking poor. Liberians are so poor that there's so many businesses you cannot do in Liberia. It will fail, or those businesses will fail. And it will take a long time for us to build a middle income country, for us to be able to move from this hand to mouth country. Man, look, it's sad. It's sad. Ghana didn't do it overnight. You also have Marina Mall, you got Hilton Mall, you got Osu Mall, you got Accra. You see that? Mike,
They got a shop right. Lot of more in Ghana.
A lot of malls in Ghana. My man, I drove past. Well, I wasn't driving. Somebody was driving me. We drove past Accra Mall. We just drove past it, and I saw cars parked in the parking lot in Accra Mall at Accra Mall. You know, just from the cars I saw parked in the parking lot, I was like, okay, all right, something must be happening in there. People must be spending money in there. I'm talking about the types of vehicles I saw parking in the parking lot. I was like, yeah. When will Liberia ever get to that point? It takes a long time for that to happen. 15, 20 years, maybe. But it will remain on this path that we're on, where one bunch of idiots replace another bunch of idiots who do the exact same things. Liberia will never, ever get there. Never, ever get there. Never, ever get there. You will have to have a brilliant, visionary leader who can transform our economy to take us there and make the country work to take us there. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. You're just going to be, oh yeah, Ghana doing so well that all Liberians can say, oh man, you go to Ghana, you feel so good. You come to Liberia, you feel so bad, because Liberians are some of the stupidest people on the planet. When I say that, some of you don't like to hear it. But how is it that a country that's this old as we are, oh man, when you go to Ghana, yeah, restaurant, you see they got KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they got they got McDonald's in Ghana, they got King Burger in Ghana, they got everything in Ghana. My man, everywhere you go, most of the fast food joints you see here in America, you see them in Ghana, because the people there can afford to go to eat out of those places or to buy something. But Liberians cannot afford. That's why you don't see that. It will take a long time, my brother, but it can be done. Yeah, I just received pictures here of the protesters at the Ministry of Information. Not all, let me read some of the words of the placards that have been held by the protesters. Not all wealth is a product of labor. Ooh. We have iron pots and dishes at home too. Oh, they say they got iron pots and dishes at home. That means they too can eat. Our pots can boil too. Oh, no double dipping in government. Please end wage slavery at MICAT. Ghost names must be removed from MICAT payroll. These are some of the signs, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the protests are not easy. You got a government ministry. The ministry that is supposed to be the mouthpiece of the government. Okay? Communicating the government's agenda to the Liberian people. This is the government. This is a ministry whose employees are currently protesting. They are protesting unfair conditions. They are protesting. Their salaries are not being paid. They are protesting. Individuals who do not work for the ministry are receiving salaries much better than those who are working for the ministry. These are all of the conditions these people are protesting. You know, this is sad, very, very sad. And what's happening? How are they going to be able to resolve this? Are they going to audit the payroll as the people are requesting, I very much doubt it. Because if they did that, people would be exposed. So in Liberia, it's always about protecting the powerful people, the connected people. So they're not going to do this. I don't expect them to do this. Let me do a shout out for my brother and friend Aaronella, who celebrates his birthday today. Brother Aaronella, I want to wish you a happy birthday. We wish you all the best as you celebrate another year today. Bwaga, we're going to go to the phone lines and take some calls there. The numbers to call, you already have them. Let's take some calls. Hopefully,
Okay, so Costa, we have Richie Swa, who is an employee and spokesperson of the Ministry of Information, those that are protesting. Richie, good morning. Welcome to the Costa Show.
Good morning, Costa. Thank you for having me on the show.
So what's going on there? What are the issues that are being protested over or protested for or about?
Hello?
Richard, what are the issues that have been protested about? Why are you guys protesting?
Oh, the ministry, right now, the employees at the Ministry of Information conference today, right in front of the building, very peaceful, protesting about the low salary payment, the disparity in salary payment. Yeah, so they have been long overdue. Most people earn little or nothing. There's no bus, nothing to take the worker home. 1, 2. The salary is very, very low. Saying the harmonization, my brother, I can speak to you that people are making $40 out of the Ministry of Information. People are making $35 out of the Ministry of Information. Some of us are making almost $22,000. From $22,000 right now, our salary has come to $5,000. I'm speaking to you. I get witness. My evidence is in my phone right now, my message. So I don't know. we have to really use to harmonize people's salary. People who are making $16,000, making $2,500. Who are making $80,000, making $3,500. So it got so we've been engaged in administration. Administration said it's a national issue. It's a national issue to address it. So today the worker took on the street, especially right in front of the building, very peacefully to protest.
Now we're told that the Mika Thursday press conference has been moved to another location because of the protest. Asking that one, just in case you didn't hear me.
Sir?
The Ministry of Information regular press briefing was today moved from the ministry to another area at LEC. Is it because of the protest or is something that been happening?
It's so strange today to see the ministry taking the press conference to another place. But as I speak to you, we got 4 teams of journalists here covering the activities of the protest today. But today we don't have the press conference. I think the first of all, the Ministry of Finance just came to address our plan right now as I speak to you.
Okay, so the issue about this salary, how long you guys been noticing that your salary been harmonized, and why you been why this long? Because it's been a long time and then you guys haven't been speaking about it. Why now?
We've been engaging administration, especially from Louis Brown left. I think our salary was stable. We had our fixed salaries. People making 25,000, people making 18,000 with a special allowance and other things. But since you number came, it changed, the whole variable changed. People started making total observing salary costing. People, when you go to the bank, every day $2, we engage administration so we address it. But we ask them why every time we go take our salary, we get $4, $5 costing from that. And nobody will address it up. And we don't even know our fake amount. At the end of the day, before the organization will come in, at the end of the day, people start experiencing when you are making like $10,000 or $15,000. When you go to the bank, you receive like $4,000, $5,000. They say that all in the new organization. So we've been engaging administration about it. Administration says it's a general something. And up to now.
Richard, draft or two on the issue about ghost employees that are receiving high salary and you guys are just receiving peanuts. How long have you been noticing this? Is it recently or it been there for years?
I'm a long time something. You know, I did a long time something. Because I was so surprised. Even here, all of my God, our payroll.
Oliver
You
McCall.
know,
Oliver McCall.
all our payroll. So it's so shocking because the guys that we never see in the building, they're not in no department. So how they can place on the payroll of Ministry of Information and they're not coming to work?
Okay, so if your plight ain't addressed by the ministry today or tomorrow, what next?
Right now, after our leadership, if our plight is not addressed today, the people they are in you to continue the protest up to the end of this month until that plight can be addressed properly.
Okay, so
Oliver McCall doing on the people payroll?
So we hope to hear from you guys anytime. There's my number. Anything, just reach out to us here at the Costa Show. Okay.
Follow me.
We hope to hear from you guys at any time. If you have any information you want to share with us at the Costa Show, there's my number.
All right, but the protest is very peaceful. Everybody, at least it goes smoothly. Nobody causing trouble. Everything is cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so that's it. Costa Oliver McCall. Why would a man like Oliver McCall be doing on a payroll at the Ministry of Information? What?
Christopher Red.
Christopher
Red is receiving $1,052 from the Ministry of Information. He does not go to work. He's not working there. He does not work there. Eugene Nagman put him on the payroll. Oliver McCall. I never saw Oliver McCall's name on the payroll. This is serious.
Of course, the frustrating part about it is that if you taking home like $100, at least if there is boss or bosses to carry the employees home, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But there is no boss or bosses
to pay away from that money.
You have to pay your way in. I see $100, eat in $100, everything.
Probably lose that player there. You make all that money, you just blow it away, and you get pulled. I don't get it. To be very honest with you, I mean, how can you make all that money and today you pull? You know, some of the boys made millions. Some of them made hundreds of thousands of dollars over the lifespan of their careers, and today they are pulled, pull. Man, like Christopher Red, on the people payroll as a ghost, receiving $1,052 a month, when he doesn't even work. Then the real workers of the ministry making $100 or $200 a month. Can you imagine? And Eugene Nagbe did this nonsense. Oh, it's so sad. But let's go back to the lines and take some more calls there. Oliver McCall.
Okay, so
077 but he got it. Can you imagine? Who are picking it? We have Oliver McCall, Christopher Red, Janje Jacobson. Today, only for all be born too. They will see you now. Your tend to ghost on payroll. Can you imagine? former B born, you tend to ghost on government payroll. No, man, simple, man. How can you? So, you know, someone about now even pay horse. Ask people where Christopher Red get horse at. Christopher Red. All that money Christopher Red made. Yes, that really invested the money. Woman business and jolly. Woman business, jolly. How can a man like Christopher Red be broke? I mean, if you had even built a couple of apartment units, a couple of stores, today you will still be having something. You will be having something, brother. You will be collecting alley rent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ledger who running, yeah. This is a shame on Ledger who. Ledger who running. Some of us had a lot of respect for you before you went before you went in government, but now it's just sad. Oh, you said Chris got houses. I see my cousin here said Christopher Red got houses. Okay, but a Christopher Red got house. Okay, they say Christopher Red got house on 16th Street, Sycam. Okay, but what about commercial properties generating income? You know, because you may own a big house, but if that house is not a commercial property, if it's not generating an income, you will not be able to survive. But the boys make money. That boy play for Arsenal. That boy play for Arsenal. So what? They have nothing today, Buckeye. Nothing. Most of them have nothing. Then you hear on government payroll receiving $1,000 a month. Look at that kind of nonsense. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yeah, but let's go take some calls there. They ain't got no commercial property. They just got some houses that they build for themselves. But the point about it is that, look, let me tell you something. Let's say you own a house. You built a big house when you were making money, and today you have no money. What do? You don't sell that house. You can use that house as a collateral to take a loan. You can take a loan using that house as a collateral, and you can take that loan and do business. But you got to be serious, because if that business fails, the bank is going to seize that property. They're going to take it and they're going to sell it. So you got to be serious. So if you own a house, a big house that you built, that you think that the bank can take as a collateral, you can take a loan and you can turn it around. But then again, they may take that loan and they may blow it too. Before you know it, they may blow it.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Go to Ghana, see what Ghanaian footballers do there with their money. What they say with us like Liberians? Why are we like this? Go to Ghana. I went to Ghana one day, one time, and we were right next to somebody. Said, "Hey, mama, yeah, a Betty Belly house there. A Betty Belly, a beautiful house. A Betty Belly owns in Ghana. I mean, his own house, his residence. I mean, see the house people there. Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan had the opening of his mansion. I mean, a mansion. See Jowia house. Lale, 10 little slappy thing Jowia built. Imagine all the money Jowia built. See that? Have you been to Jowia's house? Most of you have not. I've been to Jowia's house so many times. Jowia's house is small and tight. It sits on less than one lot of land. That's how small the ball house is. Yeah. No, Birakede, you are wrong. The Congo people in spoil. The Congo people believe in building properties all over the place. You know that one. Most of the Congo people children today who are lazy, some of them are very, very lazy. They live off of those properties and the farms that their fathers and their parents invested in. The farms. The Congo people invested their money. The Congo man is wasteful and lazy. That is the truth of the matter. And I'm sure you all agree with me. If Congo men made millions of dollars from playing football, you know one thing? The Congo people never play football. The Congo people never go to children to play football. The world there is a football that grown up people sport. It's hard to find Congo men children playing football. Back in the day, how many Congo boys are playing football? Congo boy, Oliver Bako, Joe Manawia, Joe Nangwe, Kelvin Sebwe. The Congo people never play football. They don't believe in it. But to see Congo men make money and go completely broke, it's hard. I'm telling you, if Congo man made money, he was sending children to the best schools. And the first thing he will do. They believe in quality education. They will make sure their kids will go to the finest schools, because you know what? The best gift you can give your children is a fine education, boy. That child can lavish all the money you leave behind, but when I book in that child, that child can lavish that one. Go to Ivory Coast the same way. The Ivorian players, they invest their money. Go to Ghana. The people at Noako Kanu, all those guys, and all the guys got money. But in Liberia, all of them poor. George Gibro poor. I remember George Gibro. One time we had to raise money for George Gibro. George Gibro had a head concussion. He was playing for a local team. So many boys play abroad, they come by Liberia, they play for a local team. George was playing for a local Liberian team, and he and another player, they collided on the field, and he had a head concussion. And George Jibo, we had to raise money for George Jibo to go abroad for medical treatment on the Costa Show many years ago. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So these guys, all of them get poor. I don't know why they all get poor, boy. They all get poor. And today now you got to be beyond Jowia. Jowia got poor. Let me tell you something. What, Jowia on When Joe entered politics in 2005, that was saving him.
Mm-hmm.
He took his popularity to politics and started leveraging it and started making money. Joe had nothing. The only thing Joe was living off of was political corn. He became a corn artist, eating money from Bromskin, eating money from Ellen, eating money from the other person. That's what Joe became, a political corn artist, living off of politics. He had no money. The reason Joe did not live in Liberia was just because of that. Joe had told the lie that he was a wealthy man. He had 80-something million, which was not the case. So Joe could not live in Liberia because he would be exposed. Rain, Joe, yeah. We used to go to Joe place. See, Joe, a few hours to put in a generator at his house. He didn't have on many days. When we went to CDC in 2011, that's when I got to know that Joe was poor. I mean, Miguel and I had to go rent a car for Joe. They said, Joe, coming. Our boss, Winston Tubman, was about to become the standard bearer of the party. And Joe was coming from the US, and we had to go rent a car. We rented a yellow Nissan Xterra for Joe to use. Nissan Xterra, we rented it. When Joe came, we could no longer continue renting the vehicle, so we had to go hustle to buy him a car. We went to Money Captain, me and McGill. I will never forget this. Me, I know me, I can talk it. 2011, we went to Money Captain right there, Congo Town, behind Charles Taylor's place there. We went there, Captain gave us $20,000. That's what we used. We bought George a Toyota Sequoia, silver color Toyota Sequoia. That's the Toyota Sequoia George was driving. So I said to myself, but wait now, this guy is supposed to be a multi-millionaire. Why the hell are we sending this guy money, and why are we buying him car, and why are we renting car for him? A millionaire doesn't have a car in his country, at his house. George was broke. Politics is what saved George Weah. George Weah was no better than the rest of the other guys. He got broke. You see, so this is the problem. Liberians don't know how to manage money. We earn money, we get broke. We earn. Look at, you know, that my own picking, right? But I will use him as a case in point this morning. Sekou Diabaté. Okay. Come closer to this microphone here. Sekou Diabaté.
Mm-hmm.
Sekou Diabaté was one player we all were happy when we heard that Sekou Diabaté was playing for CSK Moscow.
Yeah.
Is it not a European League team? CSK Moscow?
Yeah. A European League team.
Sekou Diabaté was playing in a European League. What was the contract?
They play against Real Madrid.
They play against Real Madrid. They play against Barcelona.
He played that match.
CSK Moscow. This Peking was playing for CSK Moscow. Guess what? Today, Sekou Diabaté is back in Liberia playing for which team he playing for again? Watanga FC. What is he playing for?
Leska.
Sekou Diabaté playing for Leska FC.
But even Leska terminated the contract also now. So
Peking les Sekou Diabaté. You tell me you're a bad boy. They say Oliver McCall was in a Fuller Jallow shop the other morning. They say almost every morning, Oliver McCall, that one Fuller shop right there. He can go there. And they say they saw him there the other morning telling the Fuller guy not to burn a fried egg. They say he might not burn a fried egg. Every morning, all of my cock can go and have breakfast. They say he was there, Jallo, don't burn my fried egg. With a cup of tea. No, and they say all of my God, and they say
the men get the information on the fried egg at the Fuller shop.
They say all of my God, now NSA agent, waiter, So Oliver Mago on the Minister of Information Bureau, they NSA agent too. Jesus, there's a Mago there, full of message, my man, don't burn my fry. Look. The worst thing that can happen to a man in life, or to anybody, man or woman, is is to have small money and get poor. Father God, Father God. The worst thing that can happen to somebody in life is to make some money and get poor. Look, it's a terrible thing. I'd rather now make money than make money and lavish it and get poor and be saying nothing. Many a day when you sit down, when you're hungry, you'll be thinking about how you used to take the children to expensive restaurant and buy them in a car.
When you're not supposed to get it, just don't get it. But don't get it and later go broke. That's the most disappointing thing in life than any other thing. Because
okay, good. They say all of them going to Zion. Okay, Zion University, Ali, and I'm back. Ali, them going to school. Look, but the funny thing is, my God, that is the full I got not a brain air. Right? Look, I'd rather not be a former raceman. I'd rather not be a raceman and get poor. Let me just be like that. Those boys play with money. Look, we used to be in that town, Bagay. Bikini. One of boys come to town. Yeah, Bagay, you were much younger. I don't know whether you remember. That's one money the boy play with. One of boy. Look at the Peking. Let's go back to Sekou Jabate. The Peking was such a great prospect. You know, for a long time, no Liberian football player had made it to a top European team. Sekou Jabate broke that chain, you know, and now we had a Liberian player playing for CSK Moscow. I'm told they say the Peking contract was heavy. They say he had a big contract. But look at Sekou Jabate today. You know what messed up Peking up? Woman business and drinking. I remember when the karaoke, when this place, Angelus, Sekou Jabate, every freaking Thursday, Sekou would be there for 3-4 o'clock in the morning. When Sekou would come to Liberia, he would not go back. He would just be there. Those boys wasted all their money. Sekou was involved in so many accidents. Sekou would get drunk and drunk. I like him, but I'm just using his case. Now, there's another player we need to commend, Sam Johnson. There's this young player called Sam Johnson. Where does Sam Johnson play? Sam Johnson built a massive hotel. Where did he build that hotel, Bagay? Sam Johnson, I believe he plays in the United States. Sam Johnson, where does he play? Sam Johnson built a very nice hotel. Even if that hotel does not do very well, Sam Johnson will have an asset that he can leverage that asset to secure a loan, or he could even sell it and do something else with the money. But Sam Johnson, he might be doing other things. Sam Johnson built that hotel. Oh, people say he plays in where? Where does he play? Somebody says Indonesia. Tom Will says he plays in Utah.
Norway.
Huh?
Norway.
I mean, people talking different thing. People say man playing Sweden. People say yeah. But Sam Johnson is doing very well with his money. Very, very well. One time he took a gold color Camaro to Liberia. People saw that car. They say, look at the Mecca. Yo, yeah, that's very good. I'm happy for him. Sam Johnson, he's investing his money left and right. So the younger players today, they have to look at the older players and say, I don't want to be like George Weah. I don't want to be like Oliver McCall and Christopher Wren. I don't want to be like any of those older players. I will be different. There you go. They say that building is on 18th Street, and they say he has several apartment complexes around Monrovia. He currently plays in Sweden. Thank you. You see that? So that begin, even if he no longer has a contract, he will not get poor. You can't own all those properties and get poor. No way. So that's what we're talking about. But to come back, where is Jesse Raul today? Where is it beginning at? Prince Day. Prince Day used to play. He used to be a good player. You see? So you have to manage your money because the Liberian people will laugh at you.
Prince Day working for
FPRC today.
Prince Day working at FPRC.
What is he doing there? As what?
Probably another consultant. Football consultant to FPRC.
Prince Day. Prince Day was such a good prospect. Yeah. Prince Day working at LPRC. Jesus Christ. Prince Day. Yeah. Look, Prince Day was a good-looking young man, very talented football player. Yeah. Today, they not get nothing. Zero in Fargo or Texas. This is Zero working in Fargo. Mama, let's go to the phone line. Look, we're not here to mock these guys, right? But anybody that plays with that kind of money and gets pulled, I don't have respect for you. I don't. Do not respect anybody that plays with that kind of money. And you know, they say only corrupt money people can lavish. That is not true. Mm-hmm. People can lavish the hard-earned money. People can earn money the hard way and they can lavish it. Those boys earn that money the hard way and they lavish it still. You can earn money the hard way and you can still blow it. You can still blow it. You can blow it. That's true. Money hard to manage. That's true. Money, boy, money that's dangerous to you.
Very dangerous. Master. It can be going small.
Get 1 million. You say, oh, but I'm a millionaire. But guess what? By the time you buy, you take one girl out the diner restaurant, you buy a chicken shower machine, all friend. You take them to the nightclub, y'all buy Henny. You are not millionaire again. The money not 1 million again. The money not reduced. So that is the thing. To manage money is hard. It's very hard. And it's not just Liberia. In America, most professional athletes, they get broke, especially the black ones. They get broke. Most of them get broke. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was worth $300 million. He went broke. Allen Iverson. Look, most of them get broke. To manage money is a hard thing. So there's a connection between Liberian sport athletes and Americans. I mean, Liberians and Americans, because the other African players, they do well with their money. I hear they say, what the beginning, Mohamed Kalon from Sierra Leone. I hear Mohamed Kalon.
Yeah. He have his own team. He have his own team now coaching. Kalon FC.
They said Prince Day, somebody from LPRC just confirm it. Prince Day is at LPRC. He's just chasing all the guys at LPRC. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. One of the number one thing that can eat a man's money, that woman business. Woman business. That's what can eat man's money, yeah? Woman business. Wait. Don't tell me this. They say Sekou Jabate was making what? He was making $32,000 a month, $8,000 a week.
Yeah.
And what? He was making $32,000 a month. Wow. You see that?
Imagine you playing, you getting that money, you were a team for like one season. Just say one season. Throughout. You know how much is there? Costa?
That's a lot of money. Look, the only thing that made Jawia on your NCI Jawia or Paul that the politics. 2005, the best move we have made was to enter politics. And the politics protected Jawia. It saved Wea from disgrace and embarrassment. That boy was poor. He and Claudia mismanaged all the money. They were poor. Claudia went to LPN school. Claudia was an LPN. Yeah, she was working. Claudia was she was an LPN. She had nothing. They had nothing. They should run in a small Jamaican Kobo shop. We are entering politics is what saved we are, yeah? Or else you're gonna be laughing and we are the same way. We're laughing at the other body. When God blesses you and you're making some money, invest it. Invest it. Because if you don't do it, you lose that money. People will laugh at you. And you know, the funny thing about it, the very people that used to be hanging with you, all the guys, and when you need to come to Liberia, they will have their entourages with them everywhere they go. And that thing is expensive. You have a lot of people just hanging around you all day. They're at your house. You going around with them in convoy. It's expensive. Moving with an entourage everywhere you go is expensive. No matter how wealthy you are, you will get broke. All your money you carry that with you. When you get broke, they will drop you like a hot kick. Okay, let's go to the lines and take some calls there. Manage your money. Today, we're sitting down here talking about Oliver McCall on payroll at the Ministry of Information and he NSA man. Eh? Christopher Red on payroll at the Ministry of, it's sad. They are supposed to be, people are supposed to be on their payroll for the kind of money they made. Let's go to the lines, Baga. Let's take some calls there.
So you're not entourage behind you when you come, eh?
Oh man, you have you seen the boys entourages when they used to come to Liberia? Baga, those boys now used to go anywhere alone. They used to go places with tons of people behind them. I mean, speaking of Sadio Mane, and somebody mentioned Sadio Mane here. Sadio Mane is an extraordinary guy. Sadio Mane is from Senegal. His village, Sadio Mane put every family head, the head of every household, he gives them what? 70, the equivalent of 70 euros a month. He built a school, he built a clinic. He's done so much for his people to empower them. Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane is never going to go broke. That boy's cheap. I saw that boy cell phone. He fell down, the screen cracking. Oh, that boy will not change your phone. Sadio Mane. The boy, you're not buying you're not buying Ferrari, you're not buying any of those things. Sadio Mane would never go broke. That's Senegalese boy. Drogba, you all right. Drogba is set for life. Those boys got sense. The boys invested their money. Samuel Eto'o, you all right. Eto'o will never go broke. Those boys are set. They got investments in Europe, in Africa. They are set for life. They will never be like George Weah. Those boys will never enter politics as a matter of necessity to survive. Never, ever. Because they have money. They are set. They are doing very well for themselves. And not like George Weah. George Weah got poor. And so he had to become a politician. It was the only way for him to survive. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there, Baga. We've got 20 minutes to go.
All right, 077-0102-102-86, 010383 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. And folks from the Ministry of Information, employees, those that are disenchanted, if you want to reach out and talk to us exclusively, you guys can call me on 0776 5549122 for the Ministry of Information Employees only.
Somebody said, you took a broke guy like Jawia and you saved him. And when Jawia gave his inaugural address at SKD that day, you remember Jawia said something? La Brempo, ya thank you, ya. Listen to me. I'm a village boy. When you enter the village and you're hungry, let's say you're traveling, you're passing through, and they offer you and you're hungry, and lucky you is not a Gola village, because Gola people will tell you they're not living in the village. And don't think aloud. Gola for me, they will tell you we're not living in the village. But if you enter a Pele village and you're hungry, and they give you food to eat, and they give you water to drink, and you eat your golf full, you sit down small, you let your small, then you get up, you're about to continue on your journey. That the way you can tell the people thank you. My people, yeah, thank you, yeah. That the way Jawia told like people thank you that day at SKD. You all had just saved this broke boy. You had just given this broke boy, this former rich man, a whole country to run. The purse strings of a whole country. So the boy takes $1.5 million and goes out of the country for 2 months. He's spending 8 days in Qatar. To see his son playing football. My people, la people, yeah, thank you, yeah, thank you, yeah. That is exactly what you get from Joe. Joe, we are thanking you. The stranger who passing through the village who are hungry and was rescued by the villagers, who they gave him food to eat, they gave him cold water to drink. In the village, they can put their drinking water, they can put it in a number bucket. It can keep the water cold, very, very cold. They get Jawia cold water to drink, you're getting hell of a bowl to eat. That's what Jawia were thanking you for. That is exactly what we are thanking you for. Look, the man is saved. That land he built the 47 condominiums on. Jawia had that land for St. Charlie Kintan. Jawia bought that land, 10 acres of land. It used to be a football field. Jawia never had money to build anything there. By the time you made him president, he became president in January. In March, we began to construct 9th Street, where he had a guest house. It was leaking. Jefferson County used to live in that place one time. Jawia broke it down in the same month of March and started building a mansion there. Today, he's built a mansion. Everywhere we wanted, everything we wanted to do in his life that he could not do. Go see the property we has built in Ghana. He bought, he didn't build it. We bought a mansion in Ghana. The house we used to own in Ghana was a slappy, dirty house. If anybody been to Weir house in Ghana, slappy, dirty house in Liberia. Joe Weir house used to be so dirty. Did anybody see the picture of a few days after the sanctions, after the American government brought the sanctions, the American ambassador went to Weir's house for a breakfast meeting with Weir. I'm told Weir almost wanted to refuse to meet the American ambassador because he was pissed by the sanctions, but somebody advised him against it. I'm told it was Emmanuel Shaw who told him, say, you better not make that mistake. Taylor made that same mistake if you don't meet this guy. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is, did you see the pictures of Weir and the American ambassador in his house in rehab? Did anybody see those pictures? The pictures of the American ambassador and George Weir at his house in rehab. Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, sorry.
What did you notice about the pictures from Weir's house?
The facial appearance of Weir, he wasn't too okay.
No, I'm not talking about Weir. The background. Did you see the door? Did you see the wall? Did you see how nasty? Did you see how nasty Weir's house was? Go dig up those photos. They are on Facebook. The house is dirty. This man is the president of the republic. You should have seen the pictures, the walls of the house, the door frame, nasty, dirty, filthy. So that's what you all did for Weir. You saved this man. You saved this man from poverty. You give him the entire country to save him. And so blame yourself. The life that we are never lived is the life he's living today at your expense, at our expense. That is the life we are living today. Let's go to the lines, Baga, and take some calls. Tomorrow is a holiday in Liberia. We will not be here doing the show because
because of the census. So we take some call. Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Waka, and let me say good morning to Henry. And just be informed that even Kenny Sendwave is enrolled at the University of Liberia trying to do undergraduate degree. So it just tell us that these guys were in Europe, some of them were there, they were unpledged, they made all of the money and they lavished the money. So at the end of the day, they become liability on us. So don't be surprised that some of these young people are coming or some of them you see today, they bathing in money. They passing around with ill getting wealth. You'll find that somebody will go to square zero. Somebody will lose that million, only million. See somebody people are making money. Somebody chill minister. Somebody will come to that starter.
Thank you so much. And that just it. Right after the WIA administration, there will be a lot of broke.
A lot of them will be broke.
Yeah, I thought we'll be buying a property. And let's take the person. Good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
This is Lamine Kemoka, but I call from Georgia School.
Yeah, Kemoka, go ahead.
This is good morning, Koza. Well, Koza got me laughing this morning. It is better not to make any money than to make money and just squander everything and get the lowest figure. I think it's very unfortunate. Koza on the issue of we are May 2023 for Costa. To be honest with you, for Costa 2023, it's not happy to me or not happy to me. I will get we are here in the country.
What do you think will happen to you?
But it's only happy to me or not happy to me, brother.
Yeah,
but we are here 2023.
Let know what you. I want to
All
do.
Right, let's take some more calls there.
Baga
is not frozen.
Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yep, your name is joining us from.
Yeah, my name is Dennis. Okay.
Please.
Is me.
Yeah, my protest going on at the Ministry of Information. Henry Costa, I want you to be really be talking for those guys because during the time this kind of leadership started, you expected Henry Costa, you organized a peaceful protest, but there were those guys from the Ministry of Information trying to tarnish your reputation. You were the one that went on Facebook, tarnishing your reputation, telling Liberia that you want to bring war. You want to bring war. Even the Jewish state, they are the same people that influence the Liberian mind that, Henry Costa won't bring war. They made the government to believe that you are a bad person and they chase you out of the country. For me, I want you to talk for them. It's free for them.
All right, thank you so much, my brother. We take some more calls, 0770-102-102. Let's see if we can take somebody from the WhatsApp number quickly this morning. Before that, let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yep, your name is joining us from.
This is Paco calling from
Welcome, Paco.
Good morning to my friend, Henry Costa. Brother, I wanted to follow Sunday.
Go ahead, you're live.
I was present. Why you cannot consider Tiba to why Tiba take away? You cannot consider Tiba. All the other people they happy. Why? What got Tiba not caring for you? Why should the president keep ground? Lewa special to you more now. And la vie l'aurait pas mis qu'elle a appelé. Quand il a marre, on est living a appelé. Il ne sait pas un coup. Il a fait aussi des rentrées. Ça, c'est fort. On est la pleine peu vu ça aussi. Donc, moi, j'ai considéré ça là, on est tout.
He let Diva, what Diva say to him, he can't consider. That Diva opposition national thing is, what Diva down. What the president always can't forgive. Wow.
Probably it's part of his DNA that he can forgive too, as Ellen. Ellen says she can forgive. So 0770 102 102 86 010383. Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, this is DJ Lemay Becker. Let me say good morning to him, Pedro Costa. They should just show to the Nigerian people that this government is finished, they are broken down. Imagine the military information after they be talking for government, the government arm. Today they are protesting. Then you think about that. And last night I listened to someone telling the Nigerian people that they get our contract with that man on a chicken change. So they go on our main page now, nothing there but legit. From last year to now, nothing there. So you think that money that they gave that man, because they make that directly in some office. They couldn't get that money to a few radio stations around here to tell publicity all the leaders. But they took that money somewhere to that man intentionally says here that mention share that money and eat it. And they can't tell that man being followed on Facebook. How much people are on that main page? One main page. And just on that, nothing about leaders there. No information about leaders on our main page. At the end of the day, like when people money just go this away and they just sit there and enjoy themselves. Nobody agrees that we are going to watch the World Cup. That I need to watch it for free. I myself will be myself, I will go watch my phone free. But who has sense? Take all these and go. But look at the country is doing today. All over that protest. The people they protesting the government last year that they pay 500 people, that very few people they only know that it's 7%. That's a complete lie.
Thank you so much, DJ Lomé. We have to make way for other people this morning. 0770 102 102 86. There's no jingle on any radio station about leges. Absolutely no jingle. So I don't know how they're going about doing their own. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mohamed is from Lockington, Bushel Island. Let me say good morning to Heron Pedro. No, you are just said it. This is a full of point. According to the presidential deputy spokesman, saying just we are leading the country over 1 month plus. All of the expenses was sponsored by those people watching is going. But then the question here is why 1.5 million was taken for our prophet carrying well now, or what he took my own point. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take somebody from the diaspora this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Baka. This is Amos Gomoya calling from New Jersey.
Welcome, Amos.
Yeah, Costa made me laugh this morning. Costa, he's an educator. He just educating people who make money and not putting it in use. At last, they found a saying of gutter. But Costa was talking they call all the players. Why he leave many or the men who are playing France, they made a lot of money. He leave man or he call a man. He said, "I want to make him laugh."
Now who many Leo? Now you what you want?
He say leaving Diba or Jason Diba.
But
if you call it Diba Nina, so that everybody part of the show now. Okay, thank you so much. Let's see if we can take another person. 0770. We have 7 more minutes to go.
Money bow. Money.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm James Sampon and I call from Nashville, Sycam.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Sampon.
One of the many in Liberia.
Okay, so tell me, how far are you guys? Have you guys received any money from the government? And if yes, where are you assigned?
I'm assigned at the Independent Bethlehem Baptist School on the Old Road. But we have not any money. In fact, the training we are going to, we went to, we were threatening that we shouldn't even make an attempt to go on the field because if we do that, they will take the people gadgets, they will hurt us, they will beat us because the parents, some of the parents have not taken pay for 2 or 3 months. Then they're talking about Census. People say we shouldn't try to don't want to see us. They will lock the door in front or they are going to boycott. And, this whole process. So let me be fair to you, right? This census will not hold.
But you are a numerator, and we depending on you to be out tomorrow. Now you are, telling us this, so it means that you are seeing the light that we are not seeing. So tell all the feature about the sensor. Do you think
we are talking about 15 counties here, right? It's not only Monterrey. We are talking about 15 counties. In the morning, the time we were training, right? And grandpas of the people were protesting. One country, the people were protesting. So for 2-3 days, how many days you think the people would take to learn what they are going to what they learn, what they are telling in the street to the people? What do you think is the right thing they are going to do when they go in the street?
Okay, so let me just ask you this question. How much were you promised by government that you'll receive after the work?
The first day they promised all that it's supposed to be 10 days. But because the same financial crisis, they dropped the workshop after the 5 days. So they say each day is $10. So we don't have problem with it. Okay, the 5 days they dropped it to they made up went for 1 week, which is 7 days. After the 7 days, we start up for another 1 week, and then we were called back for another 3 days. 3 days, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So you been receiving your money each time you go?
Not at all. So I say up to today, no enumerator in the Republic of Liberia. And tell me they have received a dime from the Liberian government. So how you think that
okay, let me understand something.
Let me weird.
Yeah, let me understand something. You're trying to tell us here, since you guys been going, you haven't received 5 cents.
I say the 15 countries, no enumerator. I'm giving something. I come from 9th Street. I come from 9th Street. No enumerator have received that money within so many group chats. In so many, we talk every day.
But
Jerome, down for anybody.
Jerome, there was first batch and second batch of people. Which category are you in?
The first batch, the second batch.
So
I fought in all 2.
Wow.
The first batch, the people who train us, even the people who train us up to today, right? The people who train us up to today is still complaining. The people who train us up to today is still complaining.
So, Jerome, it means that you will not go to work tomorrow. That's what you're trying to tell us, right?
Trust me, I will not go to work tomorrow, and nobody will come to my house tomorrow. Trust me, because I'm disenchanted. I can't be paying my wage. You know what it means? Transportation. I got to get on back. I want to do like when people job. So in the morning, I got to go find food to eat, come back home, get ready for the next day. You can't treat people like that.
Thank you so much, my brother. That's just a numerator, just one of them. There are many across the country. So if he can be disenchanted, he's in Monterrey here. What's about those in Lofa, Nimba, Maryland, and other part of the country? So you see, like we've been saying here on the Costa Show, we are not against the census being conducted on tomorrow, but we are just looking at if it will be done in a proper way.
It doesn't look feasible. It doesn't look like it will happen. Because I mean, you're hearing the guy.
Yeah,
he's not gonna go. What? He said he's not gonna go. He as much as he wants to do the work, but he cannot be spending his own little money, commuting back and forth, and the people are not serious. So that is an enumerator. Yeah. That is one of the thousands of people we are relying on. And I'm pretty sure the sentiments that he just expressed here are not unique to him. Those sentiments are widespread. So how would the census be done when the enumerators are not happy and they are the people who are supposed to go out in the field? Okay. The census relies entirely on the enumerators.
Yes.
You can spend millions of dollars to procure equipment, supplies, and whatever. If those enumerators are not incentivized to go out and about to count people, it will not succeed. We're not ready for this thing. Take care of the enumerators. Make them happy. Incentivize them. But you're not doing that. So let's take some more calls there. I mean, we agree that, you know.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name is joining us from?
This mobile is my name, calling from St. Peter's Community, Paraviro.
St. Peter's Community. Mobile, welcome.
Yeah, I'm one of the enumerators.
Tell us your own story.
After we went through the training, this goes only, they give us test. The two of us said, like today, the school give our gadget to us. But since then, the company want to promise on the school give up. They not give our transportation, not give our allowance. Up to now, we now receive call from DJE. So the time the training started, we spent ourselves, transporting ourselves in the bag of water. Lady on able to give a bag of water. Up to now, just here for them. So after the test, you have called, oh, my man, this is your $50 or we tell you mobile money. Nothing that they just get on done. So this is go back a lot. This is a whole skin. This is a whole skin here. So you like to sensor.
But for me, mobile, you're having your material there, right? They give you materials.
No, for my own sensor, they now give a target for the tablet. The only post on mobile phone in a smartphone, like their phone, they will use it. Now give a tablet. They deal with test tablet or the dealer will give her the test. They have been tablet to answer on the deal taking test. We go Saturday and Sunday, like Saturday and Sunday, the brought tablet to a different center. They just our son. Yeah.
Wow. So folks,
get imagine Liberia Church, the people drove from the church, go out the school gate, take the amount of money, the people gave Liberia money, they drove from the church, went to another church, you need the pastor, like you need another word else. The whole time we do but another day when the people land their church on like outside with the space on that for training, outside the church, yeah. Right when they wish you tell the pastor said, because I can't give you our allow in sentence. The church and I give the church far away that I use.
Mama, you want to host your program at Liberty Church, but they drove you from there because they didn't pay the people, right?
Yeah, the Liberty Church since Lady material. As I told you to go to the Liberty Church to get Lady material. The CC is still having it there. Liberty Church having Lady materials. And then now I told you, check the program of the Liberty Church. You will see Lady material of the Liberty Church. The CC go on, you will see the people church. Rent.
Thank you so much. This is very interesting. And folks, let me tell you, I keep saying, we are not against the census. We here at the Costa Show, we are not against, because we want to know the numbers in our country. We really want to know. But the process in getting to where,
take two more calls.
Or how? Yeah, we'll know the numbers is the thing now. Let's take this person. You're hearing enumerators are calling and making their contribution on the show. We are not telling them to call. They are the one calling. Let's take somebody from the diaspora. Good morning. All right, let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Walter.
Yep, your name is joining us from?
My name is John. Mama calling from District 10.
John, welcome.
Thank you very much. Really, I think that a major ingredient in the conduct of a census is the awareness. The awareness is intended to help the citizens to know exactly what is going on. When the census is to start, what is expected of the citizens, the cooperation of the citizens should be solicited to enable the successful conduct of the process.
I agree with you, sir.
You recall that a short while ago, the census authority, the religious people met with the legislature. And they came over understanding that the census dates are going to be drawn back to the 22nd, I think 22nd or 24th of this month. The question now is why abruptly it has been brought forward to the 11th. without any recall, any reference to the citizens. All of a sudden you come holiday. What's the holiday intended to be? Instead of the 22nd, no explanation. So I don't think all the questions should go to the enumerators and what have you. Also for the citizens. Are we really aware? Do we know what's going on? Do we know when the census should start, when it should end?
No.
What to be our level of cooperation? So I go without saying, thank you, sir. But I think the census is probably dead on the hour. Thank you.
All right, let's take our last caller on this line. The last caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, guys, this is Abraham calling from New Jersey. You know, Costa was talking about a player, them, you know, they have money and they break down. Our own brothers and sisters can break us down. I just want to put it in my case. I came to the States here. There's a guy they call Jacob White and James Kamara. Those guys, they do, you know, they bring in cars and then you can get it, you can buy it from them. Those guys took, I told you Jacob, the Jacob White guy took $29,000 from all of me. I stayed behind for 2017 to today. And the James Kamara man, 14,000. So these guys, they are here, they do, you know, they dupe you, and because they know the system around here, so if you want to carry them to court, you can't carry them to court.
All right, thank you so much, Cos.
All right, so yeah, folks, so that's it. The census will be a mess. I think they should call it off right now, boy. They should call the census off right now. Because you let it go ahead tomorrow, it will be a flop, and you will have wasted a lot of money. Call the census off right now. So the government not giving about doing nothing correct, what guy? Call the census off right now. That is what you should do. Anyway, we're not going to be on tomorrow. We will be back here on Monday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.